Hello, and it's the Common Sense fan Tommy Spud, and this is another rant. Now, if you listened to my last video, which chances are you probably did, it's got 66 views, about almost like near double the amount of subscribers I have. So, if you were paying attention, I said I was going to do another rant on Batista. This is that rant. You know what? Batista is one of those special cases. You either love him or you hate him. I mean, the majority of fans, the fan support this guy gets is amazing for what he fucking does. Now, I know what you're going to say. He gets fan support because he's a face, because people like him, because he's been in the main event, because he apparently can wrestle. Here's the problem. Now, I would agree with you the fact that he can wrestle because he's shown it a little bit, but here's the damn problem. He's lazy as fuck. He's like a bowl of jello. And he's wrestled his best matches against the guys who can carry him to wrestling greatness. To be serious, he cannot do anything by himself. Case in point, Batista Umaga. That was a match that neither man could carry. It was an okay match, but Batista just looked sloppy sometimes. He just looks sloppy in the rings occasionally. And the worst part is, he's being booked to be the champion a lot of times. 4 times before he was 40. He's the man who took off Kane's mask. He's the man who choked out Shawn Michaels on November 24th, 2003. And he's beaten so many people who are more credible than he is, who are better than he is, who are not as fucking lazy. There are times when Batista gets in that ring, which I go and take a piss break, knowing that if it's Batista versus someone who I don't care for, it's going to probably be disappointing to me. Because I know the fact that the guy can do fucking better than what he does in the ring, because he's shown it. But whenever either he's facing someone who cannot carry worth a shit, or it's a non-title match, everything goes to hell and he just doesn't care. Now, of course, you do have some Taker versus Batista, Batista versus Shawn Michaels. Those people can carry the fuck out of him. People like Umaga and Randy Orton, even though Randy Orton could possibly do this, it depends on how lazy Batista is, carry him. That's my general problem with Batista. He is a man who is lazy as fuck when he could do a lot better than he usually does. That's not my fault. Even though I bet you some Batista lover will come up here and say, no, he's not. Batista is good. Okay, well, how about you tell me that Batista versus Umaga was a great match, and then I'll just be shocked as hell. Then again, a video like this means that everybody will go crazy. You get people that love this and people that will hate this. I'm not a fan of Batista. I do not think his steel cage of Randy Orton is going to prove me otherwise. Prove the fact that he's a good, non-lazy wrestler, because he's fucking lazy. And it just sickens me when people like this continue to get pushed because they're a big muscle man. I'll give you a fact. He is not the worst big man I've ever seen. Big Show's worse. Khali's worse. And if you want to go by pure entertainment, Kozlov is worse. Except Kozlov can be entertaining when he's injuring the fuck out of someone. At least something like that. Batista is not very entertaining. He has some wrestling ability, but not a lot. And he obviously is too... I don't understand. You push this guy when you have variable faces, variable guys who could be faces, on the brand who do kind of deserve a world title push eventually this year. First up, you've got... Now this guy... Now Matt Hardy isn't a face right now, but you do understand where I'm going with this, right? He's a better wrestler. He's a better entertainer. He gets a better fan reaction. And his whole underdog story could be very, very beneficial to WWE. Kind of like how Rey fucking Mysterio won the belt. Oh my god, it's an underdog story. We love that. We cheer for Cena at every fucking moment. We would love to see Matt Hardy win. We would cheer harder because he gets a better fan reaction than Cena. Sometimes. I don't know. All I know is that I'm not a fan of Batista, and pretty much nothing short of a good match with someone who shitty wrestles, like Khali, or Big Show, or Kozlov. Maybe not Kozlov. Will not prove me otherwise. Will not change my mind at all. And that's it from the Common Sense fan, Tommy Spud. My next video will be something video game related, so if you like that kind of stuff, be sure to tune in. If you don't, then don't view. But please, for the love of God, subscribe, comment, rate. Do not, for the love of God, do not unsubscribe, because you know what the fuck I'm putting on this channel. You see in the description. I hate when people subscribe and then unsubscribe randomly. There's one person who's done it multiple times. Fuck you. And that's it. Goodbye.